Hello everyone, bienvenidos, welcome. In this video we are going to apply what you've learned about Spanish descriptive adjectives. So we're going to practice. Remember to study the topic in your textbook, watch that grammar tutorial video. You can also Google the topic and you'll find lots of great videos on YouTube that describe how adjectives work in Spanish. So when you're ready to practice and apply what you've learned, then come here. So let's go ahead and get started. Just a quick review before we begin the practice part. Remember, this is the big rule here, that Spanish adjectives agree in gender and in number with the nouns that they modify. So what this means for you is that they are going to have different forms depending on the noun that you're modifying. This is different from English, in which we have the same form and it doesn't matter whether it's singular or plural. Okay, so this is the typical notation that you'll see in a textbook, in just about all of the Spanish textbooks. When you come across a list of adjectives, the adjective for the color red, for example, you'll see rojo, which is kind of the default form. The masculine singular form is usually the default form. But you'll see this notation with an A in parentheses, and that means that the adjective has a singular masculine form and a singular feminine form. So the masculine form would be rojo and the feminine form would be roja. There's also a plural form, and this is not notated here, but you should just know, once you get familiar with how adjectives work, that the singular rojo will add an S and it will become rojos, and then the feminine roja will add an S as well and it will become rojas. There are some adjectives that only have two forms. I call these four-form adjectives. So you see rojo, roja, rojos, rojas, just depending on the noun that you're using it with. And then adjectives like grande will just have a singular and a plural form, and that means that the masculine and the feminine form in the singular is the same, and also in the plural form. So for grande, which means big, you'll see grande and grandes, and that's it. Okay, so let's go ahead and practice. Okay, so red is rojo or roja. It can also be rojos and rojas. So if I give you the prompt libro, book, how would you say the red book? Remember, this is el libro, so it's masculine singular. Grammatically, that's how we refer to it. We say it's masculine and singular. So the red book will be el libro rojo. The other thing you have to remember about adjectives in Spanish is they come after the noun instead of before, like in English. There are some exceptions where we will put the adjective before the noun, but for most of them it will come after. So when you read this, el libro rojo, you might think in English, okay, the book red. Well, it's really the red book. You just have to accept that Spanish word order or Spanish syntax is different than English. So again, el libro rojo, the red book. Let's do some more examples. Casa, how would you say the red house? Remember, casa is feminine, la casa, grammatically feminine, la casa. So the red house would be la casa roja, la casa roja. The red house, la casa roja. Let's make books plural. How would you say the red books? And red as in color, not as in someone has read them. Los libros rojos. Los libros rojos. The red books. The red houses. Las casas rojas. Las casas rojas. The red houses. Las casas rojas. Let's take this adjective, a new one, which is the word for new. So nuevo, nueva, it can have four forms. We have nuevo, nueva, nuevos, nuevas. The new book. El libro nuevo. El libro nuevo. The new house. I'm sure you know it. I'm sure you've got it. Okay. La casa nueva. La casa nueva. The new house. The new books. Los libros nuevos. Los libros nuevos. The new books. Los libros nuevos. ¿Cómo se dice the new houses? The new houses. Las casas nuevas. Las casas nuevas. The new houses. Las casas nuevas. Okay, we have another adjective here. Intelligent or smart. Inteligente. This one only has two forms. It just has a singular and a plural form. So the singular form is the same for masculine and feminine. The smart man would be el hombre inteligente. El hombre inteligente. The smart man. El hombre inteligente. The smart woman. La mujer inteligente. La mujer inteligente. The smart woman. La mujer inteligente. The smart men. Los hombres inteligentes. Los hombres inteligentes. The smart men. Los hombres inteligentes. ¿Cómo se dice the smart women? Las mujeres inteligentes. Las mujeres inteligentes. The smart women. Las mujeres inteligentes. Okay, so now that you get the idea, let's see what you can do with this. Okay, so I have some adjectives on the right and some nouns on the left, and let's randomly create some noun and adjective pairs here. So for example, if I wanted to say the big house, it would be la casa grande. That doesn't change. The small house would be la casa pequeña. La casa pequeña. The new house, la casa nueva. The old house, la casa vieja. Long, that's a little unusual, but maybe you do have a long house, la casa larga. Okay, the other one probably wouldn't make sense, la casa, the short house, meaning in length. Okay, here, el carro grande, el carro pequeño, small car. El carro nuevo, new car. El carro viejo, old car. La mesa, the big table. La mesa grande. La mesa pequeña, small table. La mesa nueva, new table. La mesa vieja, old table. La mesa larga, long table. La bicicleta grande. La bicicleta pequeña. La bicicleta nueva. La bicicleta vieja, el libro grande, el libro pequeño, el libro nuevo, el libro viejo, el lápiz grande, lápiz is a pencil, so the big pencil, el lápiz pequeño, el lápiz nuevo, new pencil, el lápiz viejo, el lápiz largo, a long pencil, el lápiz corto, short pencil. Okay, well, see, now this is what you can do. All you have to do is just work on increasing your vocabulary of adjectives, study some of those lists in your textbook, or you can Google list of Spanish adjectives or Spanish descriptive adjectives, and you'll find websites that give nice lists and different categories of adjectives, and just start combining them with nouns. Practice a little bit. Okay, so this is what you can now do. Congratulations. Okay, well that's it for this video. Remember, if you didn't get them all right during the practice part, you might want to go back to the beginning and keep playing it until you get them all right, and then you've really learned something. That's it for this video. Have fun flexing your cerebral muscles and practice with Spanish adjectives.